Hi everyone, my name's Carrie. I'm the Invisible Goddess. This is the Invisible Goddess podcast. I wanted to do an introduction. I have been inspired by a whole lot of podcasts lately. And by lately, I mean during quarantine. It's October 25th, 2020, which means Corona is happening. We have a kitty cat joining us on the podcast. This is Minnie. She's an adorable pain in my butt. She's up in my snacks. Come on, lay down. Lay down. So yes, this inspired me to start podcasting. Look at that. Gonna have a lot of B-roll. Oh, who's my girl? So I've been having a lot of inspiration to podcast lately because of the podcasters that I've been watching. And that would be, I have a cat literally leaning on my arm right now because she wants to have some attention, and her favorite thing is negative attention. Okay, she's up in the window. So, who have I been inspired by? That would be, let's go with Needles at the Ready first. That's Ray and Kevin. Really enjoying them. And then there's Hannah at the corner of Croft. She's British, I think. Might be from somewhere else in the UK, but I'm going to call her British. So yeah, Hannah at the corner of Craft if you're from Baltimore. And then there's also Natalie at Nitty Natty. And apologies to the guys at Fiber Hustle. I haven't learned your names yet. You are the newest in the podcast that I've been watching. And then there's also a girl that she might not be in Baltimore, but which is where I am, but she's definitely got a Baltimore accent, and she is in Maryland, and that is Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. And she's also new, so I don't remember her name either, but I will put everything down in what do we call it? The doobly-doo. The show notes in the not in the comments. So in watching all of you guys, oh my gosh, I almost forgot the person that I've been watching probably the longest. Actually, Hannah might be the longest, but I've also been watching Ella at No Catchy Name. So sorry, did not write you down, but I've been watching you the longest, probably. Maybe tied with Hannah. And I really enjoy her podcast also. She's primarily a crocheter. I myself am all kinds of fibery, so I knit, I crochet, I sew, I needlepoint, cross stitch. I worked at a basket store, like where they sold reed and cane while I was in high school. It was right across the street from where I lived. It was pretty cool. That store isn't there, but the knitting store next to it is on its third owner, but it's still there. And yeah, I've been into crafty things since I was little. My mom got me started when I was 5 on latch hook. And when I was 8, I learned how to crochet. I actually have my first finished project behind me. You can kind of see the 80s colors there. And when I was 9, I learned how to knit. And when I say knit, I only learned the knit stitch, and that was it. For both of knitting and crocheting, I don't know how to read patterns. I might be slightly better at figuring it out with knitting, because it's easier to count the loops on your needle, honestly. Crochet, it's a little hard to tell which stitch you're supposed to go into. But anyway, that's a little history of how we got to here. A lot of the podcasters that I watch, they talk about what's going on in their life. So currently I am blessed to work from home. So I'm super, super happy about that. Like I said, we are in quarantine, so not as prolific as I would have hoped to be with my crafting, but everybody's really just doing the best they can at this point. If you see me looking down, I have notes set up underneath you. I think you guys are probably here for the actual whips, so let's get into that. I don't know if I'm going to call them whips or half-finished objects, but we'll go with that. So, kind of rearranged so you can actually see the shirt that I'm working on now. Camera's a little farther away. I'm a cat lady, if you haven't guessed, with Minnie up behind me. Let's get back into it. We're going to start with whips. Let's start with whips. One of the reasons I'm trying to get more into knitting is because my cousin, about this time last year, I reached out and she said, can you teach me how to knit? And I said, well, I really can only do basic stuff, and here's who I would recommend on YouTube, because I watched a bit of knitting, but really all I do is garter stitch. Kitty cat. Really all I did was garter stitch at that point in time. So she says cool, and she goes off to YouTube, and I check in a month or so later, because she wants to make a stocking for her fiance for Christmas. And she sends me a picture, which I will put here. And brand new to knitting, only a month in, and she sends me a picture of her dog wearing a Fair Isle knit headband. She says that she has a little bit of problem with either tension or gauge or something like that, because it's supposed to fit her and it barely fits her medium-sized dog. So I thought that was hilarious, but I'm also a very competitive person in the weirdest ways. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, she hasn't even been at it 2 months, and she's doing so much more than I am. So obviously I have to learn how to knit so I can beat her. She doesn't know this. So anyway, I did get into knitting a little bit more this year. I learned how to knit in the round, and I'm going to show you some hats that I've kind of been doing since the middle of the year. And that will actually show you more in my acquisitions, because all I had was straight needles before then. I didn't want to do hats on straight needles. I don't think you can. So, first work in progress. Is it work in progress or work in process? Current one. I have this hat that was supposed to be for my 15-year-old niece. This is her high school colors. The yarn it's vintage. Wind Tuck, I think is how you say it, and Country Blue. And you can see I also have some problems with gauge. These are my homemade stitch markers. I ordered a bunch of bulb safety pins to make my own stitch markers because I have none. And this is what I've done for stitch markers whilst knitting in the round. So I'm at the decrease on this, and it's just a plain ribbed hat. And if I can find the YouTube video that I used, I'll link it below. So that's whip number 1. A running theme that you're going to see is I make project bags, but I'm not great with actually using them. I sell them for the most part, but I have made some specifically for me. That's how I got into it. This project is in a bag that my sheets came in. In my defense, when I take my dad to doctor's appointments, I like something that I can wipe off. Okay, so that's project number 1. I was on a roll for hats. So work in progress number 2 is actually it's the second hat I actually made because I frogged the first one. Ah, baby. I did attempt to do helical knitting, but that's a little bit too advanced for me. So when I went to close up, I had to buy some straight needles, which are actually fine for me to work with. I'm kind of happy with that. And I'll show you more of those during our acquisitions portion of this podcast. This project is actually made with Red Heart Super Saver. I want to say lilac. I don't have the ball band. This is just what's left in the closet. You can see I'm using a garment bag. I don't know if you've ordered from Amazon a lot lately, but anytime clothes come in, they come in these nice. The bags that I make are nice. These reusable bags. That's what they come in. So yeah, that's what this one's in. I just have to finish the top. I'm hoping to have a lot of actual FOs next week. I'm not going to pull this project out and show you just yet, but I am working on a novelty mask for one of my maker friends. She sells soaps, and she's pretty cool, so we occasionally send each other goodies back and forth in the mail. Does not live in the same state as me, but I'll show you what I got going on. So we have some red. I have to make a ball for that. This is, I want to say I know it's Red Heart Super Saver. I think it's called Mushroom. Something close to mushroom. It is leftovers, don't have the ball band. You see we have some black down here in the corner, and then pink. To revisit why I have brought the pink out. I know why I have everything else. I haven't worked on this in months. So, what knitter doesn't like a good washcloth? They are such an easy pattern. I think this is Grandma's favorite dishcloth. I'll find a tutorial to show you. I have 3 of them that literally just need to be bound off. and tails woven. So that's one. I can tell you how much I wanted to start another one. I have 4 of these little shorty needles. They are Walmart's Learn How to Knit kit. Might not be just Walmart, but that's where I got it. I got 2 kits because I actually like these shorties to make these washcloths. Probably get it out of my face. Anyway, there I have 2 in teal, and then I have 1 in this natural flecked color. So that's 3 that just need to be bound off. And then I have a 4th one that I am, see, I've already started the decrease on it, so I'm more than halfway there. This is Lily Sugar and Cream, or it might be the other one. I can never remember. I have, I got cones of this. It's cotton yarn. And this one, oh, the cat just laid on my lap. Maybe she'll be a good girl. This one is in to solidify my kitty cat. To solidify my crazy cat lady. This one is in a bag that I made. So project bag that I made. It's actually a slightly larger version of my dice bags, because I make dice bags too. I make all kinds of geeky stuff. So I like this one. It fits a whole bunch. I think I made it to be sock size because I really want to learn how to knit socks, but I am not there yet. It actually might be bigger than sock size. It's one of my smaller project bags. And then, so our next project is actually, oh, I guess we're on to finished objects. I do have a UFO to show you, but so I actually did finish one of these hats, and if I remember correctly, again, not in one of my bags, it should be. If I remember correctly, it does fit. Oh, guess it's not quite finished. Still needs ends woven, but this one does fit an actual adult head because I tried it on multiple times. I am not a hat wearing person, so this probably looks kind of weird on me, but there you go. Pull it down over your ears if you want. Oh, what a good girl. Ouch. This is Red Heart Super Saver. This is kind of the Pink Panther color. And then this is, I think it might be just pink, but it is Red Heart Super Saver. Stay there. Oh, good girl. Sit down. Come on. Sit down. What a good girl. What a good girl. Why can't you act like this when we're actually working? Is it because I'm in your chair? So we have another finished object. And she's off. So like I said, I make project bags. This is for my mother for Christmas. She also crafts. It's a hard word to say, crafts. This is kind of I mean, she could wear it as a hip bag, or she can stop with the nails. My cats are calicos, you know, so the white hair is all over the place. So we have a zipper pocket in front with orange. The back is orange. I cannot remember the name of this pattern, but I will link to Lauren Marmino. She's not the pattern designer, but she has a video on it, which is what I watched. And then there is a zipper up at the top. And again, just plain orange. So she can put, you know, circular needles, notions, like it can act as a notions pouch. Or she can wear it as a crossbody bag if she wants. And then really covered in cat hair, I made a little tote bag. So I'm always on the search for different, for the perfect sized tote bag. I might have gotten close with this one. So we have 2 straps to the outside. The bottom is quilted fabric. It is a boxed bottom. On the back side, there is a pocket. Big enough to fit my phone in it. On the inside, we have lots of pockets. This might be hard to see. So there's, this side. So there's one big enough for your phone, we have 2, a split pocket. This is just a trim at the top. On the other side, I like, for my purse type project bags, my tote bags, I do like to attach a little key, a little hook to put your keys on, because mine always fall to the bottom, so I'm always looking for that. And then there is a pocket that you can, you know, put your attached keys in. There is a tiny slip for either a pen or your hook if you're crocheting. And then there's also another, I'm going to say cell phone size pocket over here. It is fully lined. So hopefully, you know, she'll enjoy it for Christmas. I think that's all of our finished objects. Next up is UFOs. I think the next thing that I should do after, actually, I can't. A while back, if you watch my older videos, I'm on a mission to finish up my UFOs. I still haven't quite got there. I do have some that are still, that I still haven't done from one of the original videos that I did. I have gained a few UFOs, maybe one, maybe more. I haven't counted. I'm looking at another one. But the good news is it's in a project bag that I made, so I'm happy about that. So first, let's start off with the project bag. It is, I'm going to call it a medium. There's a shawl in here. I have to learn how to, there we go. There's a shawl in here. It's kind of a wedge-shaped bag. I do have a stain on the other side because it's used and loved, but I recycled a sheet from the thrift store to make this. I thought these lips were cool. It's got a lilac zipper. And lilac lining. It does have some interfacing on one of the sides. It's not the squishy kind. I mean, you can squish it and it's fine, but it's not I didn't use fusible fleece on it. I used some other sort that I can't remember at this time. Anyway, it has one of my favorite yarns in it, which does have the ball band on it. And so it is Karen. How do you say it? Do you say Karen? Karan? Karan? My masseuse's name is Karan. It's spelled the same way too. Anyway, it is Karen Simply Soft, however you want to say it. Karen Simply Soft in the color Soft Green 9903. Yeah, Soft Green 9903. We are using a K 10.5, 6.5 millimeter hook. And I haven't looked at this in probably close to a year. It is a pineapple shawl, and I think Jonna Martinez is whose video I was following. Kind of see the camera through it, and I think everything's on camera, but it's a pineapple shawl. I was making it for myself to have something pretty to wear at the office, which don't really need that right now because I've been working from home for 9 months now? 7 months? I don't know. Time has stopped and sped up. So, yep, that's my UFO. We'll see if we can make some progress on it. I do need to make some progress keepers so I can show you how far I've gone. I've got a handle on this, so if you can crochet standing up and doing all that, I can't. I crochet on my lap. Handles are kind of good for that if you can do that. So that was whips and finished objects, and we are now to, gotta check my notes, UFOs. So we have acquisitions and then what I'm planning on making, because, you know, all the stuff I haven't finished, of course I need to start something new. So let's go with acquisitions. And this is, I'm going to say since the beginning of the year, because some of it was bought way early on but didn't actually get shipped to me until then. Oh, forgot to say that I am on a mission to use up the things that I already have. So there shouldn't be too much supplies-wise, like consumables for acquisitions from me, hopefully at least through the end of next year. So through the end of 2021. Sounds so weird to say, but I am giving myself a little grace, and I wanted to learn how to knit better, which finally learned how to purl, and my hands are okay with it, so it's money well spent. So this might look like, oh, she's not supposed to be buying anything, but she's buying all this stuff. I can. This is self-imposed. Nobody's telling me that I can't buy anything. I'm trying not to buy anything, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, so let's get on with that. Some of the things I haven't even opened yet. Started with straight needles because I couldn't figure out helical. And I got, Amazon's my best friend. So I got a set of straight needles that go from 2mm to 6.5mm. And they are I want to say they're 8 inches long. I probably should have gotten something shorter, but we're going to make do with these because I didn't send them back because I didn't use them right away. And then I did get, you know, a range of the 2 following ones, but I only pulled out 2 different ones to show you. So I got a set of circular needles, stainless steel circular needles. I think they were like $15, maybe $11, because I don't want to spend a lot of money on the ChowGoos that I really do think I probably want without knowing if I'm going to stick with knitting or not. I don't remember how long these are. I want to say maybe 11 inches. And like I said, I got a set. Probably went from like 2 to 11 or 12, just like the other set. And then I got another set that have a longer cord. Didn't realize they also had a longer needle. Not sure how I like the longer needle. Probably why I was having trouble with the helical, because of the longer needle. I don't know. I'm not that great at knitting, so I'm kind of working through that. But can you see? It's got a longer needle, or longer cord. And then I have discovered the world of custom fabric. So it says Poppy's Wicked Garden. I know that's not who I bought it from. So I'm going to have to look up who this is from, and I'll link their Facebook group. But I got Doctor Who fabric. This is adorable. So I got this fabric. I want to say it's a yard. It is cotton woven. And I also got 4 just panels. And I'm probably going to make a bag out of these mixed together, you know. I haven't even opened this one, and I can't remember what it was. So let's see. I need some scissors. Thank goodness I have some in my project bag, huh? Trusty scissors. Maybe I'll do my favorites video at some point, because I absolutely love these Fiskars scissors. Little snips. I do remember now. So I sew a bunch, and on Amazon Prime Day, I saw that there were bobbin cases. So I got 2 25 bobbin cases. And I think it was like $5 or something like that. I really do try to get the deals. If you could hear that. I think they were like $5. I really do try to get the deals. So that's what they look like. Get 2 of them. And I got them because I'm tired of my bobbins being all over the place, and I keep them in a zipper bag right now that I don't zipper, and the cats like to, I do have 2 cats. Minnie's the one that's up here with me right now. But Missy likes to come up when I sew too. So I'm tired of them being all over the place. And this, will cover. So we'll see how that works. So another thing that I bought and didn't open. Again, it's got the lady's name on it. So I think one of these was Geek Garden fabric. I'm not sure if they were both the same place or not. Probably were, because I only ordered, I got 3 custom fabric orders, but I only ordered from 2 different places. One of them was a retail, which was the Doctor Who. So I'm super lucky to have gotten that. They sell retail whatever overage they had from pre-orders. So like if you need to order 11 yards to get your pricing, but only 10 are actually covered in the pre-order, then that last yard would be sold at retail. So I didn't pre-order, I got it at retail. It cost a little bit more, I think, but I'm happy with it. So anyway, this one can see, I don't know, it's backwards. I don't know if you can see, it came in on August 10th. I haven't opened it yet. So hopefully there weren't any errors. I know that part of it was that I've been wanting to start podcasting since then, and I wanted to have something to open for you guys. A little unboxing. I like watching those. Oh, yes. So, nothing left in there. It's dice fabric. Like, I literally forgot what I had ordered. I got an alert, when it shipped, and it told me what I had ordered, because it was, I think pre-orders can take from 5 to 10 weeks to come, because it's all coming from China. So it's kind of like a surprise when packages show up and you're like, oh yeah, I did remember that I spent an ungodly amount of money on custom fabric. And that's what I did. I see that the receipt's in here, so I'll tell you how much I spent. The receipt. Geek Garden fabric. I got 8 items, and my total with shipping was $156. Mask sales were very good to me at the beginning of the year. I haven't pushed since June. Like everybody else, I'm kind of tired of making them. Still do. Actually, in my the next segment, I'm gonna to show you what I have upcoming for masks for my nieces. So I got. Anyway, I'm just gonna pull the stuff out and show you what I got. They put an extra in there. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. Okay. So, can't see. There we go, you can see it. So it says, this is how I roll. This is cotton woven. I think that's why I can't make heads or tails of what I ordered on the order sheet, because my eyes aren't seeing the difference in the cotton woven and the, the cotton woven and the knit. So I'm going to show you the extra that I had no idea that was going to be in there. Isn't that cool? Unlined. That's pretty awesome. This was the gamer round, so that's pretty cool. Ouch. I got, this is chainmail. It is cotton woven, and this is the small print. Feels like I got a yard of that. I also got it in the large print. I think I also got a yard of this. And then I'm going to say 2 yards. 2 yards of the dice. This is a D20. And this is cotton woven. And I think what's left in here is knit. So there's a knit stretchy. Ooh, smells. I mean, it smells like new clothes. So this one also says this is how I roll. This is also knit. It is small D20s. They look pretty big, but it's small because I'm about to show you the big ones. Oh, wow. Okay. Not quite. Oh, wow. Damn. Damn. This is really big. Had no idea how big this was. Gonna have to, oh, messing with my hair. Gonna have to make myself a shirt out of this. Probably why I bought it. So, this is, I don't know, 30 so inches wide. And I'm just gonna pull it up a little bit at a time so you can see exactly how big we're dealing with. And it keeps going and going. You know, I'm short enough. I'm 5'3.5". I'm short enough and this is long enough. I might be able to make this into some sort of dress. And that'd be cool. Now's the big print for the dice. I think I got 2 yards of this also. I mean, it's next to my head. That's pretty big. There we go. So I have to say that's it for the acquisitions because I can't find those bulb safety pins that I bought, which is going to be a problem because I want to use them, and I was hoping to maybe have the, you know, some finished ones to show you next week. So, what's up next is what am I planning on making between now and when I see you again, which I haven't talked about that. Most of the podcasters I see are doing a fortnight, which here in America, we don't use that term, so I'm going to have to look it up. I think it means every 2 weeks. But I will double check that. So, what I have going on, it's actually, I think the majority of it is for by the end of next week. We are a week from Halloween. 6 days actually. We're 6 days from Halloween. I have 4 nieces, so niece number 4 is going to be Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, and my sister asked me if I would make a, if I had any Nightmare Before Christmas fabric, and I said, of course I do. So niece number 4 is going to have a mask with Jack and, forgive me, I've never actually, or I might have seen it, but I don't remember. So Jack and I think this is an Oogie Boogie. So whoever these two are, because she herself will be Sally. And then her sister is going to be a dragon. She's all into dragons. So niece number 3, her older sister, she's got 3 older sisters. She's going to be a dragon. Her room was redone this summer, fall. And it is dragon themed, and I did make curtains out of fabric that I already had. For whatever reason, I bought 6 yards of this fabric in 2006 and never used it. So we're going to find, can't quite see, probably going to put his face on her face. If I can make it go completely across, that would be pretty cool. And then niece number 4 also has a, is it 4? No, it's niece number 3. She also has a school project about figurative language, because she's in 3rd grade, and that is what they're learning in English right now. And she's decided to be a ray of sunshine. So kind of brainstorm with Mom, and she's going to wear a yellow shirt. I told Mom I have all kinds of yellow felt, that as long as she has a headband, we can kind of make her a Statue of Liberty head thing. So she can be a ray of sunshine. So I'm going over on Wednesday, today's Sunday, I'm going over on Wednesday to make Halloween cupcakes with all the girls, hopefully all the girls. I don't know if the older ones will be able to do it with their schedules, but the littles are committed at this point. So yellow felt, gonna come in handy. And then while I'm making those masks, I decided, see, the oldest, niece number 1, has a job outside the house at the mall. So I offered to make her a Halloween mask, Halloween fabric mask, not a change who you are mask. And this is Stash. You can kind of see it says 97 cents. It's Walmart. I guarantee you that I got this on sale. Probably might have already showed it to you, but I try to get these for no more than 25 cents a yard. 25 cents a fat quarter, which would make it $1 a yard. And while I'm doing that, I might as well make them Christmas masks too. So I pulled out some more fat quarters. This one says "Making Spirits Bright." "'Tis the season to be jolly." And then I thought this one was cute too, with the candy canes and the gingerbread. So anyway, niece number 4 is a big Star Wars fan, which would make my grandpop, her great grandpop, very happy. I bought this fabric last year specifically to make her a bag, and I did. And I think this year I'm going to make a mask for her for Christmas. Bring it close. You can see it's supposed to mimic like a knit sweater. So it's festive holiday. Speaking of those bags, niece number 1 asked for a bag for Christmas. It's always fun when people appreciate what you make, and she loves the stuff that I sew for her. She probably liked the stuff that I crochet for her if I ever got around to it. Sorry. That's on the list too. So I have Christmas makes coming up, and I'll talk more about that in a fortnight. Can't say next week, next time, which would be a fortnight. Yeah, so I probably rambled on long enough. I'm going to try to keep these at less than an hour. I'm sure that I'll do all kinds of editing because there's a whole bunch of ums and me literally screaming at the cat. Swear, I'm a cat lady. Just one likes to press my buttons and knows how to do it very well. So that's what we do. Did you stay to the end? Did you get here? It'll get better. You won't have all that extra stuff at the beginning of the next one. I totally forgot to shout out somebody that I actually have talked to about making this podcast and encouraged me, and she is a fantastic sewist, costumer. Not sure how she would call herself. She's a great lady. And that is Jo. So holy crap, it's Jo. Big shout out to you. I'm so sorry I couldn't remember your name, your channel name. I kept wanting to say Nerdy Crafter, but I know it wasn't that. So yeah, this has been fun. Hopefully you guys stayed to the end, and peace out, homies. Bye.